the silhouette when it comes to duplicating an object. If you want to do more than one of the exact same item, there is a few different ways to do it. I am currently working on an invite. That's Paw Patrol, as you can see here on my screen, and this is the Paw Patrol symbol. I already uploaded it into my library and traced it to get rid of the white background, but now I know that I'm going to need more than one of these. So in order to do that, there's a few different ways. The first thing I'm going to do is, I know this is a print and cut, so I want to make sure I have my registration marks on in order to make sure that when I duplicate, I don't go over those lines. As you follow my arrow up to the right to the square next to the AB, and it says open registration marks, I click on that. I'm going to go to the pull down under style and pick type 1, which is for the cameo, portrait, and the curio. And here are my registration marks, so I know what area I'm going to work with. Now I have an option. I can either do the long way, which is click on my object so it's highlighted, right click, and do duplicate. And then I can move this one over, and then I can keep doing that all the way until I fill the page. Now if you're only going to do one, that can be a good option, but I know I need a full page of this. So the easier way of doing it, and I'm going to get rid of this one, is you highlight or click on what you want to duplicate. You go back up to your toolbars, over to this, looks like a butterfly, and it says right there, open replicate window. I click on that, and it's going to give me all types of options. Once again, if you just want to replicate once, you can click on the first box, which is replicate to the left, to the right, above, below. This is also where you do your mirroring, but I know, once again, I want a full page. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, and right here it says fill page. I click that, and it automatically fills the page up for me. Exactly enough so there is room in between. Now if you want to cut something where you want to save as much paper as possible, and you want all of this space moved in so you could get more of these items cut out, what you can do, let's get rid of most of these and I'll show you the other option. What you can do, let's take a box. Let's create a box. So here I am, just create a box. And so you can see the cut lines better. I'm going to click on that box and I'll fill it. If I go up here once again to, you can either fill it with colors, or I'm going to do a pattern. So I'm going to click up here where it says fill pattern window, and go to my patterns, which are all the way down to the bottom. Since I'm doing Paw Patrol, there is my little Paw Patrol. Okay. Now to make sure you have every inch of that paper that you can cut without going over the lines for the cutting, once again you go back to replicate. You make sure your item's highlighted, and then you go down to the second to the end where it says rows of 3, rows of 4, and columns. First I'm going to do rows across. I think I might be able to fit 4. Let's see, click 4, and yes, 4 fit. Now I'm going to click and highlight all 4 of these boxes and do column of 4, and and that will bring it all the way down. As you can see, we have more room, so I'll do column of 3. Almost. And there we go, full page. Now this is a full page, and the only space I have is the border on the side right here, and that's because my box is just a little too big to fit another one, but you can always make that different. And now let me show you the cut lines. I'm going to go up here so you can see all these cut lines. So what it's doing is when it prints the full page like this in all of my pattern, and it double edges the cut line. So this cut line, one side is this box and the other side is the second box. So it's saving as much paper as possible. So those are 3 different ways that you can duplicate. You can remember right click and just duplicate. Click on duplicate. You can click on it